Hello, hello, Heather. Well, I'm in Dallas, Heather, and Christine is in Colorado. Don't know where LNG is at. Ellen. I'm just gonna start calling you L in Ellen. Ellen. Hello, Ellen. Ellen. Uh, anyway, we got a couple of minutes here. I mean, we could go ahead and get started. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. I think a lot of people watch this on the replay, or whatever you call that, on the upload. Man, I'm choked up today. Every day, right? Okay. Southern California, lucky you, like San Diego area. I can't believe I was there. Dang it. Oh well. I loved San Diego. Only thing was I was in the Navy, so I didn't have a lot of money, and I lived on board the ship. So that wasn't that much fun. But San Diego was fun. So much to do there. Believe it or not, I never made it to the zoo, world-class zoo, and I never went because we were always in bars and stuff. Usually bars on the beach, near the beach. All right, so I got this little piece here. It started off with some scribbles underneath there. It was just doodles on some paper. It's kind of heavy paper, and then some stamping and scraping. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll just ignore anything that's already on the canvas, whether it's an old painting or whatever. Like sometimes I'll take an old painting. I could consider this an old painting. I could say, well, that's an old painting. I mean, it's not really, but anyway. And I'm going to paint over it. Well, I don't try to make this disappear. I just put another layer on there, and I don't, sometimes I don't even worry about if it relates to it or not. I mean, I'll just start marking. I'll just start putting in something else than what's already there. And just see how that works. Isn't that a nice sound? I hate chalkboard, the sound of chalk on or chalkboard, but this, I think this is kind of a cool sound. See, so I might just do something like that. This kind of went the wrong way. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure I like that, but I think what it needs is more contrast. More contrast, right? So, give it more contrast. Maybe I'll paint this background black. I don't usually do that. Like, never. But, see what happens. It almost looks like a print or something to me. I don't know. And that's what I think. God, I'm hesitant to. I don't think I want to do that there. What can I do instead? Well, first of all, I could give him little eyeballs there. That may change things a little. I don't know. I could outline this. Like that. I don't think I like that much. Right in there. Maybe I don't like it that much. Well, anyway, I don't know. Maybe. What does that do? No, I don't like that. Dang it. Look, this is my. Okay. No, I don't like that. I think white paint. White paint. If I can find a halfway clean brush. Little white paint. Punch up the contrast that way. Go the other direction. All right, that looks pretty crazy. Oh, he's whistling. Yeah. Yeah, what the hell, right? If it ain't weird, it ain't me. There. Okay. Enough of that. What do we got here? I can't believe I didn't go outside earlier today. I was busy crunching some numbers. Tax season. I don't like that. Do I like that? Maybe a smaller piece. Put that in there. Okay. How do you know where to put the paper? I don't. Just somewhere on the canvas. Or, I mean, you could put it on your forehead, I guess. But you know, you're the artist, so you know. I'm just gonna keep putting these. I like this color. I think. Can y'all even see that? It might be better. Maybe up here. Board is off. Okay. What are the colors? I'll use some paint now. I'm just gonna put it right there. And move it around a little. This is the brush that had the glue on it. I don't care. Where do I want this? There, right. It's too much. There's too much going on here. Too much stuff. So, what do we got here? Got my hands shaking like a leaf on a tree. Like that guy? You like this guy? What color for that? Hmm. Right? It's not a painting. It's an atrocity. See if you can paint an atrocity. That's the art project for today. All right. What do you think? He needs a name. What's he look like? Clifford? Kind of looks like a Clifford. Charles? Bert? Bert's the bartender. Huh? What do y'all got to say about that? Well, that was only 15 minutes. What do we do now? So still freaked out some. What's up? The crazy. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Was not that far from my daughter. Wow. That must be scary. There's been a few shootings lately. That's one thing, when everybody was in lockdown, it seems like there was hardly any shootings, you know? You're in the desert. You're in the desert. Okay. I didn't realize there was desert down there. Detroit, Colorado. Steady hand. I don't got one. How do you decide what you want, Andy? Is it a feeling, intuition? Yeah. I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I just do stuff. I mean, I'll be looking at it. It's hard to get you inside my head, but I'll be looking at, you know, I'll be looking at this maybe, and I'll see something, in there. It'll just like just right then I see like an eye there, and a mouth, right? So then I might develop that, or I might not. I don't have to just because I see it in there. I might turn it around, see what else I see. You know, see now I see like an eye there, and this is the nose, and then the mouth is down here, sort of somehow. So the head's like this, but then I turn it this way, maybe I see something else. I mean, you just kind of. I mean, it's kind of like when you're a kid and you're looking up at the clouds and you see a horse or whatever. Like maybe nobody else can see it, But if you were to outline it for them, if you could write in the sky, with a marker or something, they go, "Oh, I see it now." So, it's kind of like that. Does that make any sense? Just try to be a little kid. Do you ever listen to music when you work? Yeah, usually, but because of YouTube's policies, if I had music playing right now and it was, I don't know, whoever, Jimi Hendrix or who, it doesn't matter who it was, it would be copyrighted music, you know, and then I'd have to jump through freaking hoops or some crap to be able to upload the video. Of course, I could do these live streams and then just delete them. But yeah, I normally listen to music. Charles, yeah. Is that a Charles or a Hank? Ermine. Maybe that's Ermine. I think he needs some, kind of some, some name that's a little peculiar. You know, Erman, Sherman, Daryl. That's not a peculiar name, I guess. Harold. Harold? Smoke a joint. Okay. Well, I don't smoke pot, but because I live in Texas, and it's a crime. Shit, Biden, man, if Biden had his way, I guess he'd. I tell you what, we're not going to get. We're not going to get any. Okay, I'm off of politics. Never mind. You started it. You started with the pot. Everything's political in this country. You can't talk about anything hardly. You know, and not end up in politics because everything seems that way. I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to do anything. I kind of got a headache, to be honest. It's starting. Oh God. I guess I got to get some. I haven't taken anything for my allergies in years. I used to take Benadryl, but it really makes me drowsy, and I just don't like it. It did work then, usually. But I guess I could try something else. There's a bunch of other drugs. Hello, Jack. I have wanted to pick your brain about using wallpaper paste for a cheap collage glue. Well, I never have, Jack. I've never tried it. I mean, you just got to try it. I mean, what does you want to know? If you're going to ask me if it's rival, it's like I wouldn't have any idea. I doubt it is. I mean, I don't, because I don't even know what that word means. I mean, I'm sure it has a meaning. But I don't. What is the meaning? I mean, I don't know if that's what you were going to ask me, but was that what you were going to ask me? Yeah, that's true, Heather, but we're not going to talk about it. I mean, not today, not here. But back to your question, Jack. Yeah, I would just try it. I mean, I know artists that use wallpaper. Did you say wallpaper paste? Oh, yeah, I was thinking of spackle or whatever. That's different. That's I guess they call it mud in the building trades. They call it mud. Artists that use mud on on panel or even on canvas sometimes. It tends to crack on canvas. You're saying wallpaper paste. I've never done any wallpapering, and I've never. I mean, it might work. I don't know, but I mean, if you're looking for something, if the point is trying to save money, because gloss mediums. I mean, if you buy Liquitex gloss medium or Golden brand gloss medium or any mediums, it's pretty expensive. And you can end up with on a small painting, you might end up with a few dollars worth of glue, as it were. So Elmer's is, I think it was about $18 for that gallon, and I still have quite a bit of it left. And Elmer's glue is, I think it's called PVA or something. It's polyvinyl acetate or something. I don't know. I don't know the chemistry or nothing, but it holds stuff down, And if you're worried about it lasting, then you can always varnish the painting when you're completed, and then that should make it archival, I guess. See, I don't even know what that word means. Does that mean it's guaranteed to last 50 years or 100 years? 100 years without any conservation effort whatsoever by, respectable, famous artists, less than 100 years ago, that are requiring quite a bit of work to, keep them up to par, if you will. So I guess they weren't using archival materials. I know they weren't. I mean, But I don't personally worry about that anymore. I used to, because I wanted to do everything right. I didn't want to get in trouble. Then when I started working with designers and art galleries, and every place is going to be different. I mean, there are galleries that it's like they're not, if you're not using, if you're not using artist grade paints, and if you're not sealing it with a varnish, and if you don't put the D rings on the back and in the right location, then those galleries aren't going to handle you. There are places like that, I guarantee you. But there's also plenty of places like we don't care. I mean, I worked with some designers um, here in Dallas that I mean, they sold more of my paintings than anybody else, and because they got more business than anybody else, but they didn't get the prices that some places got. So because they were uh, interior designers is what they were, and they had a showroom, huge showroom, and it wasn't just artwork. It was. I mean, it wasn't just paintings and sculptures and things. They had those, but they also had high end, you know custom made sofas and things like that. And lamps and just some rather peculiar items. To be honest, not too peculiar. Not really oddities, but a little bit like handmade drums from Africa and stuff. Whatever. Um, so they'd get huge contracts with like a new apartment building or something. To I got to paint them to to do the design of the lobby or something like that, and or to do of every open space, or maybe not, and even not the apartments themselves, I suppose, but the hallways and the common areas, the offices and everything like that. And so they would need 100 paintings and all kinds of other decor, and so they sold a lot of my paintings. But they, when I first started working with them, I was like, so where do you want me to put the D hooks? Because different designers, different galleries, they want them, different locations. Because some people say there should be one third the way down. And so, I'd measure it, and to make sure it was just exactly one third and all this bullshit. And they said, oh, we don't even use those. And so because on the larger paintings you're spending a couple of bucks plus 15-20 minutes, whatever, maybe not that long, but whatever, to attach them and everything, the wire and everything. And if you don't have to do it, why do it? I thought, oh, okay. So I stopped putting them on there when I delivered paintings to them. And then they said, well, we just hang them on a nail. I go, well, how do you hang them? And they go, a nail. They put a nail in the wall and hang the damn painting. I go, oh. And they go, yeah, we like it better because that way the painting is flush up against the wall. I go, yeah, okay, makes sense to me. So I started doing it that way. And then when I started selling out of my house, people would ask me, about a wire. I go, well, you can put a wire on it if you want. I go, but if you do, the top's gonna hang off the wall. I go, this way it's flush against the wall, so it's up to you. I go, because anytime you have a wire, you're not going to be able to get it flush against the wall. I mean, maybe close, but it's going to be hanging, off the wall. That's what's going to happen. So I don't worry about none of that anymore, really, you know. But I might get a big surprise if I ever try to get into any galleries. They're like, "Oh, you used house paint?" I go, "Yeah, I used house paint." Whatever. I don't care. You know, I mean, if you're trying to make a living with your art, I think that's foolish, quite frankly. I'm serious. I mean, I'm not saying don't try to sell your art, but I wouldn't try to make, that's what, and I'll tell you what, I did, 20 years ago, you know, when I started, selling some paintings, it's like a lot of the older artists were telling me, well, don't quit your day job. And that's what I'm telling you. Don't quit your day job. find something else to bring money in to buy the bacon, you know. And if you sell some paintings, great. And if you sell, you know, $100,000 a year, that's even better. But be prepared at any moment, all dry up and go away, you know, because it can happen. It's a fickle, you know, the art community is fickle, you know, and so, you know, that's the way it is. I mean, you may end up making millions of dollars, and you know, whatever. That's great. You know, I'm happy for you. But you know, I would not suggest to anybody to like if you're trying, what can I do to make money? Well, don't look at art unless you're going to do illustrations and stuff. Unless you're going to be a commercial artist, and then you can make money. You know, you can work for a design firm or something. You know, ad agency, whatever. You know, or freelance. Uh, but if you're painting paintings and selling paintings and trying to make a living doing that, good luck. So I mean that sincerely, but you know, I think the success rate is probably less than 1%. Quite frankly, you know, was I successful? I don't know. It depends on how you measure it. I mean, it paid the bills for a while, but it was always an up and down roller coaster. You know, fast feast or famine. You know, and I just got tired of that ride. I was like, man, you know, I got to get some steady money coming in. You know, money I can kind of sort of count on at least. You know, so I started doing other things, and other things take time, and so then I'm not running around promoting my artwork. You know, it is what it is. I don't worry about it. I mean, you know, I started painting because I enjoyed the heck out of it, and it was therapeutic, and it has been. You know, I mean, maybe painting saved my life. I don't know. You know, it certainly helped with my anxiety and stuff. My anxiety that I've had. I don't like referring to disorders and diseases as mine, like uh, like my asthma. I don't own asthma. You know, lots of people have asthma. Lots of people have anxiety. Probably most people. So you know, but I experience it. But I don't want to call it mine. You know, because that way it seems like it's harder to get rid of when you call it yours. You know, you know. I mean, it's easier. It's like that's not mine. It's like, you know. Of course, my mom used to try that. You know, those aren't my kids, but nobody believed her. They said, "Well, take them home anyway." So it doesn't always work, but I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. All right, I gotta go. You miss festivals. That is where you made good money. Yeah. See, man, I didn't have a good experience at festivals. I really didn't. Now I did the farmers markets, you know, which I mean it was very local farmers market, so it was small. You know, there's like maybe 40 vendors, something like that. It wasn't huge, and it was in a church parking lot. I guess they're still doing it. With COVID, I don't know though. They might not be. They probably start. Well, now we're wide open again, so yeah, I suppose they started back up. But I haven't been out there in a couple of years. Um, but and it was good. You know, it wasn't great. Um, I learned a lot though. Oh, that's on the. I keep trying to get the paint off my forehead, but it's on the screen. It's God, I'm so stupid. All right. Well, I think I'm getting hungry or something because I feel lightheaded. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Wrap it up and bring it back tomorrow. What is tomorrow? What is today? Tuesday? Yeah. I don't even know what day it is anymore. It's Tuesday the 23rd. I believe that's correct. Maybe of March 2000, 2021. God, the years flipped by. Doesn't seem like that long ago. It's like, you know, 99. You know, the Y2K. It's like, what's going to happen to my computer? Nothing. Nothing happened. You know, I had my roll of duct tape and plastic, and I was ready. What was the duct tape and plastic for? I don't even remember. Oh, that was after. Wait, that was after 9/11. Never mind. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Shit. So, all right, gotta go. See y'all tomorrow, 3 p.m. my time. Take care. Thanks for showing up. Oh, and for those that a couple. Anyway, thank you to those who left a donation the other day. I appreciate that. Have a good day. See you tomorrow. Bye.